Greetings, Earthlings. I am El, daughter of Source, and I'm everything. I'm back again. Now, my last video, I talked about hoodoo and voodoo, and I do want to say this: I never used hoodoo and voodoo before to do anything, but I did used to like light candles, and I could read tarot, and I used crystals and all that kind of shit. I don't do none of that shit no more. I'm past all that shit. When you doing that shit, that's just because you remembering everything. You know, I was in my remembering stage when I was doing all that, but I ain't did that kind of stuff in years. And I don't need none of that stuff. None of it. Just like you won't need none of it when you know Source. Okay, but that's not really what this video is about. I just wanted to add that from my last video. This video is about the blood of the light. In one of my videos from last year, I talked about being the blood of the light, but I didn't explain none of that to y'all, and I said I would. So I want to explain the blood of the light. This is how I was created. This is how I know I'm not a human created by the material and flesh God that y'all praise. I am of source of the divine light, the darkness and the light. Okay, now when I was created, it was the darkness, which some people call the void. Okay, and that's also where the light dwells. It's like I told y'all before, it's the darkness within the light and the light within the darkness. There is no one without the other. That's why when people say dark and light can't coincide, that's a lie. You have to have an equal balance to be your divine everything. Your dark and light combines. But when I say dark, y'all think that mean bad, evil. It don't. It just mean dark and light. Period. It's a positive and a negative vibration, a positive and a negative energy or frequency, or however you want to put it. And they go together to create the all being source of all things. Okay, now first is the darkness, and the light shoots through the darkness like an outreached arm, like a ray from the sun, if you want to say it like that, like a sun ray shooting through the darkness. It releases a droplet from the light, a black, dark droplet from the light. Okay, and that droplet, which is what I call the blood of the light, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a drop of blood just fell from a beam of light. That's exactly what it looks like. Okay, that droplet drops out of the light and into the darkness. As soon as it hits into the darkness, it becomes a living, moving thing. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, think of the movie Venom. If you've ever seen that, how it's a black, living, moving thing before it turns into a form or gets a host or whatever. It's just like that. It becomes a moving, living droplet, moving and crawling around in the darkness, but it came from the light. It dropped out of the light. That's what I want y'all to understand. That's the blood of the light. That's a divine creation. That's how it begins. That is how I began. I was not created by the God that created humans. I only wear this skin suit so that I could operate in the density of this reality or this realm or whatever it is. Okay? After you are a droplet, a divine droplet, blood of the light, you become something else, depending on what your service is, depending on what you are being created for. Okay? My next form, I became what I call the venom of source. Okay? And I call it the venom of source because the being that I became looks identical to Venom in the movies, except for one thing. I had a long black tail. Venom in the movies does not have a tail. The venom of source has a long black tail. Okay. I'm called the devourer guardian or protector. Okay. My tail is used when I'm in this life. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in the woods. I'm 1,000 miles away from home, so that I could be in warm weather and be by the trees and the water. But I'm hearing shit. It's a little trail down here where people be walking, and I just heard something close to me, so I had to look. But anyway, I use my tail to whip up all the darkness here in this place so that I could turn it over to source and he can make it positive. Okay? That's the venom of source. That's the next being I became after a droplet from the light, the blood of the light. Okay? Now, in one of my older videos, I told y'all I was going to tell y'all about the venom of source. And that's what the venom of source is. It's what I became after I was dropped like blood from the light. Okay? After being that being, I became what's called, well, what you all call the sovereign stag. Okay? I was a horned animal. And when I say horns, I mean what you all call antlers. Okay? I was the biggest, baddest motherfucking moose-like elk, or elk-like moose, whatever you want to call it, that there is. And I got a funny story about that too. Because I have this friend who was a stud, and she had this girlfriend who didn't like me because my friend liked me. And she knew that my friend liked me more than us being friends, but we were only friends. So the girlfriend didn't like me. And so one day she tells my friend, I don't know why you like her. I don't know what you see in her. She look like a moose. And I guess she thought that was supposed to make me mad, but I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. Because I'm like, oh, you see me, bitch. You see me. And it was the funniest shit. That's this nose. I know, and this high cheekbone structure. Yeah, I look like a moose, but that's okay, because I'm the sovereign motherfucking stag. And that shit was funny as hell. I'm like, well, at least this bitch see me for real, for real. Shit, for real, for real. But anyway, that shit was funny as hell to me when she said she looked like a moose. So I died. But anyway, I after being the droplet of blood from the light and then becoming the venom of source, I next became the sovereign stag. Okay? After the sovereign stag is when I entered this world as a human man. And I came here through a portal in an open field. Okay? I wasn't born in here as a baby through the womb portal. My first visit here as a human was witnessed by tribal people as I appeared through the portal in an open field. And I was a man, the divine masculine. That's what y'all call it, the divine masculine. Yeah, that was me. I lived those lives and mastered that masculinity. And then my later lives, and like this life, I am a woman, a female, the divine feminine. I mastered divine masculine. Now I've mastered divine feminine, and I am everything. I am everything that I need to be. I know who I am. I remember where I'm from. I've mastered being the divine masculine. I've mastered being the divine feminine, and I am every motherfucking thing. There is nothing before or after me. I'm the beginning and the end. Y'all frequency gonna rise through mine. Now, whoever don't believe it, that's your motherfucking problem. And if you don't want to hear what I'm saying, you can get the fuck on. It ain't no ego here. It's ego for me. Ego, I am. Ego sum omnia et non timeo. That's me. Ego sum omnia et non timeo. There's no ego. I am that I am. And I'm every motherfucking thing. And once you know who you are and where you came from and what you were here to do, ain't no stopping you. Nothing can stop what Source done set in motion, and Source done set me in motherfucking motion. Got me 1,000 motherfucking miles away from what I know this whole reality. By myself in the motherfucking woods, in some motherfucking warm weather where y'all supposed to be. All this winter shit, that's to keep y'all in the house and not powering up like y'all supposed to do during the winter solstice. That's what all this snow is about. Y'all need to go find y'all some warm weather. Get in it. Get outside. Get grounded. See, yesterday when I arrived here, it was over 80 degrees. Today it's only going to be about 65, 70. But I had a good old time when I got here yesterday. With these trees and this water and me and Source and meditating. I spent the night here in these motherfucking woods. I'm by myself. Well, there's other people around in their little campsites or whatever, but I was here alone in the darkness. Something I've never done in this lifetime. 1,000 miles away from home. Getting my Source on. Quit playing with me. I left everything I know. I'm getting my Source on. Period. Ain't nothing can stop me. Nothing. And that's where y'all need to be. You need to know where you came from. You need to know what you here for. See, the ones that y'all listening to, the ones who taught y'all all that shit, voodoo, hoodoo, all that magic and being witches and all that shit, they fail here to do wrong shit, to make y'all think they y'all gods when they're not. Source is the most high of everything. I didn't fall here. I was deployed. I came here on a mission. So you better find out if you fail here or if you was deployed here. If you was deployed here, you need to get up, get out, and get on your shit. You need to get up, get out, find you some warmth, and get grounded and talk that talk and walk that walk. Because you better believe I walk it like I motherfucking talk it. Ain't no motherfucking fear in me. Wasn't no fear in me last night in these motherfucking blacked out dark ass woods, hearing all these motherfucking sounds that I ain't heard where I'm from. But I'm here doing what I'm supposed to do. It got me back making these motherfucking videos, and I didn't even know if I wanted to do that no more, because I had too much shit going on. But this our time, and y'all better get aligned. Y'all see all this shit going on in the world? It's to keep this from not happening. Get up, get out, get you some sun, get you some grounding, get in nature, and do what the fuck you gotta do. Get that vibration up, get that frequency up, so you don't have to worry about this shit going on in this world. You don't have to worry about what Trump and Epstein and Diddy and them doing. Get the fuck up and worry about doing what you was deployed here to do. If you a divine being of Source like I am. Don't worry about what nobody else got to say. Don't worry about what they calling you. I done been called everything bad, and I done been called everything good. I don't give a fuck what nobody has to say about me, who I am, how I look, how I be. None of that shit. Fuck them. Because they ain't never gonna be me. It's one me. It's a lot of y'all, but it's one me. I ain't religious and I ain't spiritual either. I am that I motherfucking am. All these spiritual people, they ain't right neither. They ain't telling y'all the right shit either. All these people y'all here listening to, y'all need to educate yourself. Find out who you are and do what you supposed to do for a Source. And nobody else. Not for your mama, not for your daddy, not for your siblings, them fake ass family members. Them ain't nothing but relatives. Y'all related because of blood in this reality. Fuck them motherfuckers and what they talking about. Keep your motherfucking head up. Keep on stepping and walking your motherfucking walk while you talking your motherfucking talk. And I love y'all. Namaste.